So the most important thing, entrepreneurs, leaders, business owners, everybody is asking, how do I create a big life? How do I create value for my family, my business, my community? And the reality is it's not complicated, but it's also not easy. I'm gonna talk today about a me slice, and I'm gonna explain this in a very systematic way so you understand exactly how to get your life back and survive during recession or a possible recession, but also have a big life. And so Peter Drucker said, what gets measured improves. But the reality is most entrepreneurs don't measure, and most leaders don't measure their own life. And that's where me slice comes in. So I'm gonna explain the me slice. The very first one is family. Super simple, super easy. Your kids, your wife, your extended family, all the people in your life that matter. The next one is your business life. Whether you have lots of businesses, one business, you're a leader, a manager, whatever it is. The next one is your community. Those are the people in your life. This could be your nonprofits, this could be your church, this could be your friend group, all the people that you care about in your world. And then you've got your personal. A great example here is your health, or what you're doing for hobbies, all the free time in your life. And this is the combination of the me slice. Think of this like a pizza. How much of my world do I get to dedicate to my joy and happiness? This video, at the end, I'm gonna give you basically a free PDF that breaks down every single thing that you need to measure. And this is the important thing. What you measure will actually improve. And this is gonna stop burnout. Meaning we're going through a recession in 2023 or 24, and we know that it's gonna get tough and it's gonna get challenging. And so what's important is you measure the things in your life that will actually move the needle. You measure the time that you're spending with your family, on your business, in particular things, so that at the end of the year, you can look back and say, gosh, it was difficult, but we grew revenue. Gosh, it was difficult, but we had a great family time. We went on lots of vacations. Or yes, I actually didn't gain 40 pounds like many of us did during the pandemic, right? And I gave back to my community. I know exactly who I impacted, how I impacted, and what that looks like. So at the end of the video, I'll give you a list of all the things you can measure, plus a methodology for thinking through these things and actually improving your life over time. Okay, and if you like this, if you like these kind of videos, like and subscribe at the bottom. We're building basically a channel that helps entrepreneurs grow and scale their business while not going crazy and suffering from burnout, which is totally a reality for us entrepreneurs and leaders. So I'm gonna explain each of these me slices. I'm gonna start in family because I think it's the most important place. It's also the place that gets the least measurement. So an example is every Friday night, I have a date night with my wife, and it's 4 hours. It's not a huge slice of my life, but it's just my wife and me. We go to dinner, sometimes we go to yoga, sometimes we're going to a movie, whatever it is, but it's just her and I time, and it's dedicated for connection, having fun, and just enjoying us. It's the thing that keeps your marriage strong so that your kids can see that relationship as the most important thing inside your family. The other thing that I like to do is every night we have a routine, meaning my kids, I do bath time, I put them to bed, I read the books, and this is every single night, but it's only an hour of my day. So in 24 hours, I dedicate an hour of my day to my children. They get story time, bath time, and bedtime, and it's 100% dad. My little baby, she's a year old, she asks for it. She pulls my fingers and says, go to bath time. And so it's a really important thing that you're measuring the time that you're dedicating to your family, extended family, intimate relationships, spouses, girlfriends, boyfriends. Measure it over time and make sure that you have a slice of that, because that's the joy of life. Now, in business, this is important. What I do is I strategically set dates for different things within my business. Dollar productivity is the most important thing inside of a business. How much time you're spending inside your business driving revenue. This is it. This is the key. How many people in your business is focused on revenue? How many people on your business focused on getting the customers, getting more money from your customers? This is the most important thing, and it's the thing that never gets measured. How many people on your team are customer facing, driving revenue? How many people are administrative in nature? How many people are keeping the lights on and keeping the wheels going, but they're not driving revenue? You need to have a very good understanding in times of recession of how many people are focused focused on driving revenue. Another great example is on the 10th, I review P&Ls for all our businesses. Every 10th, I get a full folder and I sit down with our controller and we're going over our financials. What went well, what went wrong, what do we need to focus on, what's the world looking like? And there's a slice in my business world that is measured, and it's in my calendar too. That's the other important thing. All of these things, from the personal life, the family, to the business, it's in a calendar. And when you tie a calendar to the time that you spend actually working, what you're doing is you're measuring your world. You're measuring your joy. You're measuring your happiness. You're measuring your work. You're measuring the things that matter in life. Personal world, food, health, exercise, hobbies, chill time. These are really important things to measure and know, but also, thinking time. In my personal world, I schedule, it's about 30 to 45 minutes every single day where I just lay there and think. And this is kind of one of my superpowers, and I want you to get it. What's the last time that you just spent 30 minutes thinking about who you need to be for the day, who you're gonna serve, what you're gonna accomplish, what your list is for today, how are you gonna dominate in your world, both personally, for your family, for your business, for your community? That's what the thinking time is available for, but it's scheduled. I have it. It happens every morning. You can ask my daughters. They're actually, why is daddy always out there? It's because I'm thinking. I'm in that personal world, and I'm in the me slice trying to figure out exactly who I need to be in order to lead our companies in a positive way. Community. This is a big deal. Most companies have a stated goal of driving revenue or serving a certain amount of people, and that's important, but it's also, you need to have an impact goal. You need to have an impact goal for your people, for your family, for the places that you serve, for the community that you're in. And so in my world, I love measuring the amount of dollars, time, and energy and love that we're giving out to the world, and the amount of lives that we're impacting. Lives that are impacted. And who are you growing? I mean, in your community, this could be your friends, this could be coworkers, this could be your employees. Who are you growing? Are you mentoring anybody? Are you being mentored? This is that community part of the slice that is super, super important. And when you're measuring all these different things on an annual, weekly, quarterly, monthly, all the time frames, this is the superpower so you can avoid burnout in your life. Okay, since you stayed to the very end, and I really appreciate you doing that, first of all, if you like this video, click below, subscribe, like, comment if this has been impactful to you. I'm gonna share my system for doing this, and what's interesting is you can take these me slices, the different slices of your life, and you can systematically measure them, and then on a quarterly basis, put a number to it, and then track it over time. What's interesting about tracking things over time, inside not only your calendar, but also a system where you measure, you'll see improvement. You'll see positive relationships happen inside your community. You'll have your health improve. You'll have hobbies and interests that really fill you up. Maybe you're doing music. Maybe you're doing dance. Maybe you're having the stuff that everybody wants in their life but never have time to actually do. And so this system, because you stayed to the end, is just every quarter you line up the things. Okay, how much time did I spend with my family? Or what were the things that I did with my family that were super impactful? And then in Q1, Q2, Q3, Q4, you just measure it. I'm gonna give it out of a 1 to 10 ratio. I'm just gonna give it an 8. By the way, you can never mark 7. 7 is like the negative number. It's the safe number. Everybody goes, oh, my relationship is a 7. No good. It's either a 6 or an 8. 7 is like the C's, the gentleman C's that nobody wants. Nobody wants to elect a guy who went to college and got C's, right? And so we don't want that for you either. But here's the world. You just simply measure these things over time, and you ask yourself incrementally, are these things improving? And then you pair this measurement with your actual calendar. Because remember, the superpower here is that, and the thing that separates leaders who are average or below average or just lucky to have a job and leaders who are making massive impact, is they measure over time and they connect their calendar with the goals and the world that they want to have. And this is what you waited till the end to have. Every day you're managing, did I do dollar productive activities? Did I spend the time with my family? Did I live in my community? Am I hitting my personal and life goals? Like wealth, like what's my wealth? What's my heart rate? Am I physically fit right now? Could I run, a 5K, a 10K? That's a big deal. If you're growing and scaling a business, you want to have health and wellness goals as well as music and dance. You want to have these things in your life because they make a full life and they help you avoid burnout. So connect your calendar with your me slice precise day with a quarterly measurement. And this is the way to avoid burnout, to have a full life in 2023, and actually get the things in life that are important. These things are important. What we're talking about is change, meaning you have to change behavior. And if you do that all of a sudden, the likelihood of that habit actually sticking is very low. So I created another video. It's right over here. It's called You're Not Busy, You're Just Lazy. And it breaks down exactly the 5-step process for driving change in your life so that you can create an extraordinary life while also growing and scaling your business without the burnout that I know you're going through right now. If you want to check it out, it's right here. Click there.